Now, if you've ever felt like you're caught in a web of a woman who seems too good to be true, who always needs to be the center of attention, and who plays with your emotions like it's a sport, chances are you might be dealing with a female narcissist. Today, I'm going to give you the ultimate guide on how to beat her at her own game. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Welcome back, Jessica OS here, and this is my channel. Identifying a narcissist. First things first, you need to know what you're up against. A female narcissist isn't just your average high-maintenance woman. She's a master manipulator who knows exactly how to pull your strings. You might think you found the perfect woman. I mean, she's charming, she's witty, and seems to have an almost magnetic allure. But don't be fooled by the facade, right? Beneath that irresistible exterior lies someone who craves admiration and attention like oxygen. Here's the thing. A female narcissist has an insatiable need to be the center of attention. It's not just about getting compliments or being liked. She needs constant validation to feel alive. She'll go to any lengths to get it, even if it means manipulating you and everyone around you. The tricky part? She's incredibly skilled at hiding her true nature. On the surface, she's the life of the party, the woman everyone wants to be around. But behind closed doors, it's a different story. One minute, she's showering you with affection, making you feel like the luckiest guy in the world. She'll tell you everything you want to hear, make you feel like you're the only person who truly understands her, right? But just when you start to believe it, she flips the script. Suddenly, she's distant, she's cold, she's indifferent, leaving you questioning what you did wrong, scrambling to win back her affection. Here's the truth. It's all part of her game. The moment you start chasing her validation, the moment you start questioning yourself, she's won. Now, this is a classic push and pull tactic that narcissists use to keep you off balance. She knows that by giving you just enough attention to keep you hooked and then pulling away, she can control you. It's like a cat playing with a mouse. Just when you think you're safe, she pounces. And let's be real, she's a pro at this. She's been doing this her whole life, perfecting the art of manipulation, and you're just the latest target. But don't let that discourage you. Recognizing the signs is the first step to taking back control. Once you understand the game she's playing, you can start turning the tables. Remember, a female narcissist thrives on the chase, on the emotional highs and lows. She's not interested in a healthy, balanced relationship. She's interested in winning. But when you stop playing by her rules, you take away her power. And that's when the real game begins. How do you go from being a pawn in her game to being the one in control? It all starts with taking back control of the narrative. Now, the key is to recognize that a female narcissist thrives on control. She's addicted to the emotional roller coaster she creates, pushing your buttons, making you doubt yourself, and then reeling you back in just when you're ready to walk away. Now, here's the secret. If you take away her power, if you stop riding that emotional roller coaster with her, she's left scrambling. A narcissist's biggest fear is losing control, and the moment she feels that slipping, she starts to panic. That's when you know you're flipping the script. So how do you do it? It's simpler than you might think. The first step is to stop feeding her ego. Narcissists need constant validation. It's like fuel for them. They'll do anything to get it, from creating drama out of thin air to playing the victim. But here's where you take back your power. If you stop reacting, you're good to go. When she tries to pull you into her chaos, don't take the bait. Instead of getting drawn into a drama, stay calm, stay composed, stay indifferent. When she pushes your button, respond with a cool, collected demeanor. Show her that you're not rattled, that you're in control of your emotions as well. This is crucial because narcissists feed off your reactions. They want to get you angry, to feel hurt, to chase after them. But when you refuse to give them that satisfaction, it drives them crazy. Imagine this. She's throwing a fit, right? Expecting you to get defensive or try to placate her. But instead, you just shrug and say, okay, and walk away. Or she's ignoring you, hoping you'll come running after her. But you do the exact opposite and start focusing on your own life and your own happiness. Trust me, nothing frustrates a narcissist more than not getting the reaction they crave. It's like starving a fire of oxygen. It just can't burn. It isn't about playing games. It's about taking back your power. You're showing her that you're not dependent on her validation, that you're not a puppet that she can control. And that shift in power, it's the beginning of the end of her manipulation. She'll start changing her behavior, which, let's be honest, is rare, or she'll move on to someone else she thinks she can control. Either way, you win because you're no longer under her thumb. Remember, flipping the script is about reclaiming your life and your emotional well-being. It's about breaking free from the cycle of manipulation and standing strong in who you are. The moment you stop playing her game, you've already won. Build your wall. Next up, set boundaries like your life depends on it, because it does. Boundaries are your first line of defense against a female narcissist, or any narcissist for that matter. And trust me, it's non-negotiable. So a female narcissist absolutely hates boundaries because they strip away her control. Boundaries make her feel powerless. So for someone who thrives on dominance, that's the ultimate nightmare. So how do you set these boundaries? It starts with establishing clear limits on what you will and won't tolerate. Think of it as drawing a line in the sand. This is where you stand and you're not moving for anyone. Whether it's the way she speaks to you, the time you need for yourself, or how much you're willing to put up with her mind games, make it clear. And here's the other thing. Once you've set these boundaries, you need to enforce them. No excuses. She'll try to push those boundaries. Oh, you can bet on that. She'll test your limits, trying to see how far she can go before you give in. It might start small, an offhand comment, a little extra pressure here and there, but before you know it, she's bulldozing her way through the very lines that you've drawn. Don't allow it. This is where most guys falter, but not you, because this is when you have to double down. When she pushes, push back by pulling back. If she gets too pushy, that's your cue to distance yourself even more. It's about showing her that you're serious, that you're not going to bend or break just because she's trying to wear you down. The more she pushes, the stronger your resolve needs to be. And if it comes to it, don't be afraid to walk away. Let her know that you're not afraid to lose her because you're not willing to lose yourself. When you enforce your boundaries, you're sending a clear message. You value your self-respect, your peace of mind, your well-being above everything else, including her. And that's something she cannot control. Remember, boundaries aren't just about keeping her in check. They are about protecting yourself. They're about ensuring that you're ready to remain in control of your own life and your own emotions. And when she sees that you won't budge, that you're willing to walk away rather than let her trample over your limits, she'll either have to change her behavior or she'll realize that she's lost her grip on you. Boundaries are your power. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Master the art of silence. Now here's where you really get inside her head. Use the power of silence. Narcissists thrive on attention, whether it's positive or negative. They don't care if you're praising them or arguing with them. As long as you're engaging, they're winning. But what happens when you take that attention away? When you respond to their drama with nothing? Silence is your secret weapon. It's the one thing that narcissists can't stand. When she starts her usual drama or tries to manipulate you into reacting, respond with silence. Don't argue, don't justify. Most importantly, don't feed into the chaos that she's trying to create. Just sit back, let her words hang in the air. The silence will do the talking for you. Here's why this works. Silence forces her to confront something she's desperately trying to avoid, and that is her own insecurities. Narcissists are terrified of introspection because it reveals the emptiness that they're constantly trying to fill with external validation. When you stop reacting, you're essentially holding up a mirror, forcing her to see the cracks in her own facade. It drives her nuts because she's no longer in control of the situation. The power dynamic shifts, and suddenly she's the one on the defensive, scrambling to regain the upper hand. But here's the beauty of it. By staying silent, you're not playing her game anymore. You're showing her that you're not easily manipulated, that her words and actions don't have that power to shake you any longer. Silence is more than just the absence of words. It's a powerful statement of strength. It's about standing your ground without needing to explain yourself. And when you use this strategically, it can turn the entire relationship dynamic on its head. She'll either have to confront her behavior or realize that her manipulations aren't working on you anymore. Remember, sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Let your silence speak volumes and watch as the tables turn. The exit strategy. This is the last thing I'm going to address, and it's crucial. Know when to walk away for good. This is the most powerful move you can make when dealing with a female narcissist, but it's also the hardest. You see, a female narcissist will never change. It's not because she can't, it's because she doesn't want to. For her, the game isn't about building a healthy relationship, it's about winning no matter the cost to you. Now, the longer you stay in her orbit, the more she'll drain your energy, your self-worth, your happiness. You might find yourself constantly questioning your own reality, feeling like you're never good enough, always chasing after the approval that she dangles just out of reach. This is where the cycle becomes toxic, because the more you try to fix things, the more she pulls you into her web. If you've tried everything, setting boundaries, using silence, standing your ground, and she's still playing her games, it's time to cut ties. I'm sorry. This isn't about giving up. It's about realizing that you're worth more than the scraps of attention that she's willing to throw your way. It's about understanding that staying with her isn't going to lead to the love or respect you deserve. Instead, it's only going to lead to more pain, more manipulation, and more of the same vicious cycle you've been experiencing. Walking away from a narcissist is one of the most empowering decisions that you can make. It's not about losing, it's about refusing to play a rigged game. When you walk away, you're taking back control of your life, your emotions, your future. And you need to do it with your head held high, knowing that you deserve so much more than what she's offering. Remember, guys, the best way to win against a narcissist is not to play at all. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness, it's a declaration of your strength. It's you saying, I'm worth more than this. I'm worth more than the mind games, the manipulation, the constant emotional drain. And once you've made that decision, make sure that you don't look back. Don't allow her to reel you back in with false promises or guilt trips. You deserve someone who loves you for who you are, not for what they can take from you. You deserve someone who lifts you up, not someone who tears you down to make themselves feel better. And that person is out there. But you'll never find them if you're still entangled in that toxic web of a narcissist. I mean, it's never easy to walk away, especially when you've invested so much of yourself into the relationship. But sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to let go. Trust that by doing so, you're opening the door to something far better, something real, something healthy, and something that truly honors who you are as a person and as a man. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, share it with another brother. Subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. My name is Jessica OS. I'll catch you in the next video.